Hello, Mr. P.
Today.
Doing rather well. And yourselves?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Well, I appreciate you coming down here. We like I said, we have one of ours that is sick. Been through a lot. And maybe we were hoping you could help her out. Queenie!
Hello.
He has green fonts. That's so sick.
Yes, if possible.
Your Highness. Treat him with respect, Queenie.
Highness.
Yes, Your Excellence.
Quit with the niceties.
Yes, my lord.
Well, you're certainly making this decision a lot easier.
Oh, perfect.
I'm not going to give you a task like before, Lucy.
Oh!
What am I right to make that decision?
Apologies, Your Highness. I couldn't hear you.
Whoa! No! Whoa!
What the hell was that for?
Air him out!
Easy.
Try it, boys.
Christ.
What is that
Stand down. Get
This
him in
is-
the car. Get him in the car. What the was that?
Alright, just start it up. This might suck for a bit, you might gag a bit, but it's okay. It's all coming out, I promise you. And then we'll get you all sutured up and situated, and hopefully you won't die. Okay.
Is he gonna need surgery?
I'm trying to see. I might have the tools here to do it, but I might need to take them into the back so I can stabilize them better.
Queenie's cured, but you stayed back for another conversation with the guy. Queenie, why don't you tell her what he said to you?
He told me that the only reason he's doing everything is because he's trying to get Norman Bones' attention. His only intention is to get something back from Norman Bones. Something that he took from him is something that he owes him. Once he gets that... There's a cop coming up here.
It's the courthouse.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He said once he gets that, he'll shed his form and return to his domain. Said that one person was really close to getting Norman, but was selfish and returned his quote-unquote pet. So because of his selfish actions, Pestilence remained. Once he gets whatever the it is that he's looking for, he's gonna leave.
Oh, brother. Listen, Pestilence says a lot of things. And Pestilence then flip-flops around and changes his mind and doesn't give information that you need to do the things he wants. And basically, he's a dickhead who throws temper tantrums and one day will decide he wants to burn the world down and the next day wants what he wants. And it's exhausting. And if you want my honest take, I'm staying the out of the things with him. I'm staying the away from him. And I think that's what you guys should do too. However, if you guys want to try and go down that path, it's tough because I really think, like, if you do that, you are putting yourself between two gods. And it is the worst spot to be in on the planet. One will always be upset with you, probably both. And they do not give a fuck about you. They do not care if you live or die. They will use you, and they will lie to you, and they will use your friends against you. They will make people sick, or they will hurt people or kill people. just to use you as a pawn. He may promise cures, he may promise a ton of different things, but all you're gonna do is end up with more people hurt around you.
I mean, he's already hurting everybody around us.
He almost killed you, CJ.
I
He
know.
almost killed Clark.
Now Clark too.
He almost killed me because the exact same thing I just told you I said to his face.
That's the problem, though, I think. Because he went for Clark's throat because of the way he was speaking to him as well. I don't know what his intentions were in that meeting that we were going to, but he switched it as soon as Clark started speaking the way he was speaking. It's like he made his bed, and whatever plan he had for us in that moment, it was just gone, and he stabbed him.
Or that's what he wants you to think.
No, I'm sure of it.
He likes to act like he is above human emotion, but he very much is not.
No, I'm telling
all.
you, in that moment, what Clark was saying, I saw it happening.
I guess what is the goal here with the things you've said? Is it you guys want to try and take up that mantle of bringing down Norman Bones for him in a hope to be cured?
Well, I don't even know like what he's looking for. Like, do you have any idea what that meant? That Norman took something from him?
He's pissed that Norman Bones is holding back death from being a horseman in its entirety of what it's meant to be. Right? Norman Bones is like kind of like a, how can I describe this? Like a parasite that is leeching onto death and controlling death.
Hmm.
And Pestilence is not Isaac Smith. Pestilence is Pestilence. I mean, at least that's what he says.
Right, he's embodied in Isaac Smith.
Right. He embodies Isaac Smith. Norman Bones, to an extent, embodies death. And he wants it to be the other way around. He wants Norman Bones to not even exist, right? He wants him dead and gone. He just wants death, his sibling.
So he's talking about death? This is all about
There's
separating.
an item, though.
Is there?
I
'Cause
mean,
it's-
this
'cause
is in his own words, right?
It sounds to me like Norman Bones took death away from Pestilence. And that he wants death back. He wants to separate them both. But in doing so, he would destroy Norman Bones as he is. Or at least send him back to the shithole he came from. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think he wants Norman Bones gone. Just that his, I guess, brother, quote unquote, death is like his own entity and not controlled. And I don't know, he wants to use humans to do that, which not gonna be me.
I mean, he used the words precursor that he's owed, is what he said. His own words.
Precursor that he's owed.
Yes, precursor that he's owed.
Well, that's
That was
quite entitled.
taken from him, as well as owed to him. And that once he receives that, he'll shed his form and return to his domain. That form being Isaac Smith, right? Is what you're saying? That is the form that he is taking right now.
Yes.
Who is this precursor?
I don't know that part. I don't know what precursor shit he's talking about there.
Yeah, and that's in his own words, word for word.
I think I might be confused on that part. The thing is, the second, like, that shit was causing more trouble than... like, people were sick. And it was a way that we thought maybe we could get people unsick. But what it actually did was just cause more harm. I almost died. More people got sick. He kept threatening every time something wasn't happening fast enough or people weren't getting out of a car immediately to talk to him to make the whole car sick, shit like that, right? I know it looks like a way to help. It is not. You are just becoming a pawn for him. It's just gonna get worse. And him having that conversation with you, it might already be too late.
Too late for what?
I don't know, like his interest in people, it sticks sometimes. To this day, he still follows me and I just run because I can't get wrapped up in that again. But he keeps reminding me that he's always watching, so.
I told him I needed him gone.
Did he find that amusing?
And that we were gonna figure out a way to get him gone. No, he threatened to hurt Bo if I didn't leave because part of the conversation we were having previous to it was, we spoke for quite a while, actually. I had mentioned the cures that Luciano and Harry had as well and how I was one to find it. And I was wondering what his obsession with Luciano was because he used to call him Little Lucy all the time. And he did mention that people are you know, little pawns in his game and things like that. Which is why I started asking him questions about what exactly it was that he was looking for. Because obviously, if this is a game, there's end game. There's something that specific that'll get him to leave. And he agreed there was.
I don't want this to come across as if I think either side is a good option. But I will say this. When it comes to Norman and Isaac, Pestilence will use you and make it under the impression that you have a choice in the matter, under the impression that basically he will manipulate you, he will lie to you, and he's unpredictable. Norman is a monster, just like Pestilence is. They both are. Let me get that very clear. But he will also say things as they are.
Do you find that the things that they say are believable, or they'll just say whatever just to say it in front of your face in the moment? From your experience.
Norman lied to me once when he first tricked me into the deal. Other than that, he's been completely honest. That I know of.
What about
Pestilence speaks in codes and riddles. Never is upfront about anything. Says that he hates deals and yet makes people sick to use a person that cares about them in a deal to get them unsick.
That's what I'm saying is about his riddles and things like that. When I was having the conversation, I don't think he would entertain the length of the conversation that we were having if it wasn't because I wasn't responding correctly to his questions or his riddles or his statements. You see what I'm saying? I personally am someone that I take fondly to riddles. I enjoy them quite well, which is why I felt like I figured out his riddles when it came to Luciano and Harry pretty well as well.
The problem is that one day maybe those riddles are true and correct and you may find an answer, but the next day he will suddenly throw a temper tantrum and burn everything that he said to the ground.
That's what I'm saying.
Try and kill someone. Yeah, it's impossible with him to ever actually get a read on him.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if what he says is believable or not, because I don't know. I honestly don't.
At the moment, maybe, but it is not reliable.
Okay.
Full transparency, I have to stay away from them. I have to stay away from them.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're not asking you to do anything. It's just your knowledge. It's important. I feel like we're still at square one. When it comes to finding out what it is exactly that he wants, probably never gonna get that answer. Could be several things.
I think if you go down this road, just be very, very careful. and understand that he will use the people around you to have you do his bidding. You'll probably end up with more people sick or injured than if you had stayed away. But I'm not going to tell you guys not to try. Right? I mean, I've touched every stove there is to touch, so I think just be careful.
You said you've touched every stove that needs to be touched?
I just mean, like, when there's a dangerous situation like this in the past, I did not stray away from it. Like, maybe I should have.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, CJ. Appreciate you.
I'm sorry I couldn't be more help, guys.
Oh, your warnings are definitely noted.
Yeah, essentially, don't trust them. They're both dickhead. Yeah. Good luck.
All right. Take care.
Good luck, guys. You too.
Bye, CJ.